Hey guys, I'd like to continue talking about the whole Syria Trump airstrike, chemical attack thing that's been going on right now. Well, it's really not good. Like the rhetoric that I've been seeing from all the media lately is very worrying. Like it's clear that all the media stations, pretty much 95% of them, are all for this war. Like they all believe the narrative that is being told to everybody. Like one of the things we got to remember is that Western journalists are not allowed within these zones to film, right? Or to take pictures. There are no people from our countries there documenting this. The people that are documenting this are the rebels, pretty much, that we're funding. And a lot of these rebels are essentially the Taliban, Al Qaeda. These are offshoots. And they wear a white helmet to look like the UN and to play the part, and then they get funding from America. But they're the ones taking these pictures. We can't trust them. We can't trust their opinions. And the media stations, they're not going in there to see. They're just taking what the government is telling them what is happening in these countries. They don't know. They have no idea. And Tillerson, all these people are saying they have proof. Show it. Show us the proof. If there's proof, show it. A week ago you were saying you're going to leave Assad in power, and then he screws it up by shooting his own, like killing a bunch of his own people with chemical weapons. Like, come on. And like this warmonger going on from CNN is really bad too. Like they keep showing this 7-year-old girl who's tweeting out support for Trump's airstrikes and all these things. Like this is pure propaganda. How can people not tell that a 7-year-old girl from Syria, where most people are freaking illiterate, writes better English than most adults? Like, you people actually believe this? This is mind-boggling. Everybody has forgotten the past 15, 20 years. Like, and you see, like, Bill Mitchell, these people coming out in support, and their arguments are garbage. Garbage. There's no rational argument they're making. Like, first of all, everybody, you're looking at the media, looking at all these people, they're speaking like, uh, there's a fact. It's a fact that Assad used it against his own people, where there's no proof, and they're speaking like it has happened for sure. And this is the same rhetoric they've been using for everything else past couple of years. They just keep saying it like it's true, it's true, it's true, but it's not. Stop believing these people. Like we can't keep going into wars. We can't keep creating more refugees. Like we're destroying these people's homes. Like Assad is fighting ISIS. That's the main priority. Assad is doing bad shit to his people, but ISIS is all over the Middle East. ISIS is the one, like just Egypt today. They just took responsibility. 50 people died. 150 people injured in Egypt. But they're not going to show us that. They're not going to show us the carnage of that. They're going to show us the sarin gas attacks that people are handling with no gloves and proper equipment. Like I'm saying, these people are taking the pictures, not Western journalism, even though I wouldn't really trust them much more. But we're getting second, third-hand information from these people, and we don't know what the fuck is going on in these regions. Right? Like there was a debate, there was an interview today with the Syrian. And the CNN's trying to cut him off, saying like, he was saying, no, we want to stay in Syria, we want to be here, but it goes counter to their narrative. But at the same time, the guy was praising Trump's attack, so there's a little bit of misinformation in there as well. So it kind of makes them look bad, but it also makes them look good at the same time. There's a lot of propaganda going on right now. And, I'm just surprised how susceptible people are to it and how easily we forgot. And I'm seeing a lot of Trump supporters saying, oh, there's no chance of regime change, we're not going to do that. And I just showed them an article, like just the other day. It's just, we're going to have a regime change. Tillerson is saying this. We're going to have a regime change. Other officials, this is imminent. So what the fuck are you talking about? Are you reading the same shit I'm reading? you know, like, this will lead to a regime change if they don't stop now, if they don't pull back, if Trump doesn't scale this shit back right now. Like I said before, he was not elected for this. Nobody wanted to go into wars, and there's a good portion of his supporters that are sheep, and he could, shoot a fucking baby, and they'd be for it. They're not using their minds, they're not using reason, and a lot of these people are being played by their emotions. Like they're using these arguments. Oh, you're for the, you don't mind if kids get gassed, then this and that. It's like, no, of course I care. But you gotta think of the long-term effects of your actions. Emotion, we need to be emotional. We need to have emotions, but we can't let it run the way we think. We need to be smart about this. We can't do the same things we did in the past. And it's okay to disagree with Trump, even though you support him. You can still support him on other things and disagree with him on this. This is how you show respect for people. You disagree with them. You don't just, toe the fucking party line and continue the same things that are happening over and over again. Like, a lot of these people that are for this are adamantly against immigration, hate refugees, hate all these people. I don't hate these people, but I understand there's ramifications bringing in large swaths of people. But, these people, some of these people legitimately hate them and are racist towards them. And these actions will just bring more of them into your country. Like, the way it's going now, Trump could change policies and say, like, hey, we're going to bring in 10 million refugees a year. And I think all those people would be for it. They'd be like, it's a 4D chess move. You're fucking stupid. Please, people, wake up. Wake up. This is the same thing that has happened before. It's going to happen again. And just look at the world. Who has done the most damage to a lot of these places? It's not Russia. It's not. It's America. And you know what? America's not responsible for everything, every bad thing in the world. I'm not one of those people. But when we look at the state of the Middle East, when we look at all these places, we can't discount the fact that their intervention within these places for the past 30, 40 years has had a very negative impact. And to assume that our continued, integration within these cultures and our continued, destruction of their countries is going to have a good effect. It's not. People, on top of their religion of Islam, which makes people, not like other cultures even more, they're going to even like us even less because we're bombing the fucking countries. And then they're going to be turned into extremists. There is a correlation between that too. There's a correlation between Islam and extremism, but also the fact that we're bombing their countries. And if they didn't have Islam, they would have become an extremist of a different kind, probably, and just, kill people without martyrdom and try to kill more people that way and survive and, had a war type thing. But, there would still be a lot of destruction by going into other people's countries, destroying it. So please, let's scale back these attacks. Do not keep encouraging Trump. The majority of his support, his base, needs to come out against this. And I don't see enough of the left-wing liberals coming out against this either. Like, that's worrying. Like, aren't these people supposed to be against war? Like, it's really, the only reasonable people seem to be freaking libertarians right now. Like, that's, and then maybe some progressives that are, reasonable on this issue. Although, I don't know, hopefully this doesn't continue because it's not going to be good for anybody. Or if you like my content, subscribe and have a great day. Hopefully this doesn't get worse. See